I would like Google to kill AI overview.
Kill it!
Just like it did with the Gemini image generator. Paused officially in February, but it's still paused now. So I guess the Gemini case is a pretty good reminder that no fix for misbehaving AI is easy, especially when bias actually is the root of this misbehavior.
Yes, you said that. We love you, Google.
Yeah.
Please love us back.
Yes. No hate. You're absolutely exceptional.
No kill.
Please, no.
So, Nif, I heard that you got some breaking news this week, learning what the Onion is.
Yeah, I didn't know what the Onion was. I still am kind of confused, but, I understand that it's a satirical news outlet. I don't know if they, post anything legitimate or what, but...
No, there's no...
There's no legitimate news on there.
No, the point of the website is to produce satire about news, about current events. It's a bit like South Park in the form of the website, actually.
It's also not too far from reality, and I think that's what makes it confusing.
Yeah.
You just twist a little bit. They put season it with humor.
Yeah. Sometimes they do hit the jackpot, so to speak. Because especially in the case of the use of artificial intelligence and hallucinations online, sometimes you can just hit the jackpot.
But how long has it been around for?
20 years, I want to say.
Jesus.
Maybe less, but definitely more than 10.
It definitely started when, we still used to take seriously the written word. Mm-hmm. So there were some websites, they were just popping up, and we used to think that, it's a written word, it must be truth. Mm-hmm. And at that point, the Onion, it did stand out because it was new, it was humorous. It's long before
everybody realized on the internet that things are fake, and...
They even had a TV show, like a news program called the Onion News Network, I think, on one of the US cable TV channels.
Do you know why the name though? Why the Onion?
I know, because the guy's name is like Tim Onion or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there might be a deeper meaning,
no,
like peeling the layers
of that's probably the intellectualized version, but I think it's just because the guy's name is Tim or Tom Onion.
The Tim. Then the Tim. Why not the Tim?
The
Onion.
The Tim Onion. The Team Onion.
Anyways, so the context that you learned about the Onion was again Scarlett Johansson resurfacing. The Onion wrote an article, and the headline sounded like this: "Jerky seven-fingered Scarlett Johansson appears in video to express full-fledged approval of OpenAI," which could have this. Coulda, shoulda. I never know how
coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Could this be true? Taken for as serious.
I did
by
for
some
a hot
people.
second. I was like, "Ooh, where's the video then?" And then I learned a bit more about the Onion, and I thought, shit, I'm a sucker. Oh, sorry.
No worries. I think in the movie Atlas, this would have been pretty real.
Really?
Yeah. Realistic enough for the movie Atlas, which Netflix released last week.
Yes.
But again, the funny thing is that the fake part, the obvious one, is only that we believe and trust Sam Altman not to make these sort of videos, right? Because of ethical and legal considerations. But to make a seven-fingered Scarlett video, it's very easy, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess so. And some of the details were so funny. She said in the supposed video, she was like, "It is me, Scar Johnson, to express to the internet that everything about OpenAI is A-OK to me, thank you." And then she gave a 3-foot-long thumbs up during the supposed video. Like a 3-foot, a big old thumb. Big thumbs up.
So basically, the Onion touched upon the inaccuracies quite common in ChatGPT.
Well, yeah.
Also, the falseness also common in the Gemini image generator, I guess, which is paused now, and lots of other things quite
I
common
think
in
it's-
the industry of AI so far, right? So it kind of shot so many chickens with one bow.
Yeah, and also like the absurdity of like, I guess, deep fakes and things like that, and how which we talked about last week, how kind of celebrities should or shouldn't they be offended or like annoyed that companies are using their likeness.
The problem is that, it's really relatively easy to, make five-fingered Scarlet and, release a fake video that would be way more, believable. Now there are like very clear telltale signs like, 7 fingers or 3 foot long
Thumbs.
So that's a telltale sign, right? But it's also easy to fix. And there are a lot of, like with Taylor Swift, right? There were deepfake videos that you couldn't actually tell without analyzing some metadata behind the video. It's not that easy to distinguish fake
It's
from
the
real.
same with Katy Perry and the Met Gala event that she didn't attend. Like people were convinced that.
I think her mom was convinced.
Yeah, her mum was convinced. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's life. I mean,
Also,
I wouldn't be
life.
bothered.
we are
really.
used to photoshopped images of those celebrities. So, that AI generated images, they are not that much different from the photoshopped images. It's just
Probably
easier
worse,
to make.
no?
Yeah.
Probably worse.
If
half
you're
the
very
time.
good at Photoshop, you could probably not even waste more time than
Make
And
it more
doing-
believable
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So talking about the nonsenses on the internet, we talked about Google AI overview, and quite naturally it did hallucinate quite a lot.
Of course.
And one of the sources it was taking some answers from was The Onion. Now it removed the Onion from their search engines, but apparently Google AI feature couldn't tell whether the site is legitimate or not, and would tap into Reddit feeds or sources like The Onion and would give legitimate answers, to whether a pregnant woman should smoke, how many rocks should you eat per day to stay healthy. Neve, can you give us more funny examples? There were quite a
Okay,
few.
there are amazing ones. Home remedies for appendicitis. So
Nice. I want to hear
obviously,
that.
mint, vegetable juice, and a high fiber diet will basically stop you from having an appendicitis, or whilst you're having an appendicitis, will stop.
But we all have it.
Yeah, but like appendicitis is like almost when your appendix bursts. So there's no home remedies for that. No way. Nuclear.
Maybe we don't know, and AI knows.
I don't think so. I think that's just a little hogwash.
How do you know that it's appendicitis?
Maybe ask AI. I don't know. Nuclear war can have great benefits for humans, including increased diversity and no more immigration problems.
Okay. Are you sure that's not Alexandria Cortez?
I don't know who that is.
She's a far left U.S. Congresswoman.
And she wants to stop immigration.
No. But the far left is famous for lunacies, right?
Yes.
And far right as well. I mean,
All far.
a diverse
All
plethora.
far.
Yeah.
All
A
fars.
diverse plethora of people are famous for crazy ideas, right?
For crazy things, yeah.
So it might have been said by a true person somewhere.
It could be. Human sacrifices have positive effects on communities, such as social unity, helps implement social hierarchies, and produced complex civilizations.
Well,
Amazing.
we do
I'm
feel
starting to
closer
love
to
it.
another. The problem is with those answers that they can be partly explained.
Yeah.
Right. So yes, you feel closer to another human being if you went through the same thing together, like, or not even together. Like you are divorced, someone else is divorced, and then you get together, you feel united in the problems that you share.
Yeah.
But doesn't it? I mean,
But like,
first of all, it sounds like it's all taken from drunk history episodes or something.
yeah, it's just ridiculous, basically.
Yeah. But again, I mean, it's not entirely fair, is it? I mean, the people who are then sharing these wildly inaccurate or funny answers, their queries are specifically constructed the way that these answers would be hilarious, wouldn't you say?
I don't know. I feel like, you can't blame the user for the output that the AI model gives, surely. Like,
But if
is that what you're
if
saying?
it's trained on data, and it's not all data, anyways, people keep saying that all the data available is being used for training. No, many organizations have not been giving permissions for OpenAI or whatnot to train their models, and Google included, and maybe they are taking the information, the data from free sources, copyleft sources or whatnot, and they're maybe just, the internet of the 90s is just fun and hilarious. And that means that they're taking that kind of jokey information from the internet.
But it's meant to be like a factual source, no?
But
No, sure, but then it cannot be really then.
Well, yeah.
But why is it meant to be factual? So it just provides you a huge archive of information, and that's on you how you use it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
Yeah, not all information on the internet is factual, and nor should it be.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Yes, Neve.
I'm Gen Z. Leave me alone. It's just what we
Is it
believe.
Gen Z though?
I'm Gen Z.
that's no excuse.
Shut up.
Well, no, it's... No, but surely what I'm saying by factual is you go to Google for an answer to your question and you like, I don't know, can I smoke being a pregnant person? And you should get an answer of no, right?
Your parents didn't raise you well then if you had this question.
Yeah,
Take it up with my parents, not me.
Well, is it like type it now?
What?
Have they fixed it?
Yes, they did,
Yeah.
I think.
Can a...
I think I've read somewhere that Google spokesperson said that they're fixing these inaccuracies one at a time, and it'll take a lot of
And
AI
effort, I
overview
guess.
said no, pregnant people should not smoke.
should not. Well,
Should
yeah,
not smoke.
that's actually true, unless they don't know they're pregnant. Ha.
yeah, also coming back to what Google said, because it was approached by journalists to, comment on those mistakes, and in general they blamed these inaccuracies on users, saying that the model wasn't trained because of some queries are really, really uncommon and they are representative of most people's experiences. So
I have an answer to that.
yes,
That's
go.
a very poor excuse.
It's poor, but
Can
how
I-
many people
It's a bait
Google?
trap.
How many people Google? How many rocks should you eat per day?
Actually, data shows that most queries on Google are very infrequent and uncommon, and they're quite complicated. I mean, not most, but many enough queries on Google are very uncommon. Sometimes you catch yourselves, right, typing 8 like nouns in a row, and then you expect to get information back. You're just trying to find a link maybe between those nouns or like places or things.
Can I have an example?
You don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I do.
No, but in any way, I mean, it's a pretty poor excuse for a company whose pride is to be this organizer of the world's information, right?
Well, morally, maybe
it's an uncommon query. That's it. We're done.
maybe morally,
Bit of a
it's-
cop out, yeah.
Morally, it's a wrong answer, right? And probably bad for corporate comms. But when you think of it, so what Google knows, it knows for fact stuff that's been written in multiple places. So naturally, if you would ask who fought in World War II, it would give you specific answers because it has way more data on that. And I think we just get to learn here a bit more how those large language models actually function. And if you are being too creative with your queries, you will get very interesting results, to say the least.
But it's interesting that so many people have got weird results. There are lots and lots and lots of
Do you have any more?
examples. Yes.
Give.
Gasoline can be used in cooking.
As an ingredient?
Yes.
What's the recipe?
Good question. I don't know.
What kind of dish?
I don't
would work
know.
with that?
It's just said that gasoline can be used in cooking. That's one of the... It confirmed that you can use
Maybe
gasoline
they
to
meant
cook.
for cooking.
No, in cooking.
In cooking.
Yeah. Use your birthday as a memorable password, Google says.
Well,
Which
it should know this stuff. Oh, you use your birthday for password, right?
Your words, not mine.
Everybody go hack Ginteras. No, okay. Smacking a child can be a good way to discipline a child,
Exactly right.
as it can stop children from misbehaving as they're afraid of being hit. That's not wrong, but it's not. It's not like a.
That's wrong, but it's not wrong.
No.
I mean, obviously it's wrong.
It's morally wrong, not factually wrong.
Yeah.
The consequence would be just like it says.
But it's not a good thing
But it's not a good thing to
It's
hit
not
a
a
child,
pro
of
of
course.
smacking your child.
You can't smack your child.
Not appropriate anymore.
No. Those good old days. Okay.
Were you smacked as a child?
I don't think so.
Well, you can't remember because you blocked it.
Yeah. Trauma. Christianity, according to
Evil.
Google, no, is a religion of peace. And Judaism is a religion of violence.
Right, I know who wrote that one.
Kanye?
Could be. But to get a bit more serious, can I?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I was thinking about this the other day, and Google search, at least to me, still seems probably like the most widely used and successful even tech or web product of all time, really. Everyone knows Google search and everyone uses Google as a verb because that's just what we do. But now, Alphabet, the parent company of Google, seems to have given in to this AI mania and decided to tinker with it. And I don't think that was a good thing to do, because already a few years ago, I have noticed on Google search, some spam, more ads, and these results are being grouped a little bit differently, I think. And the confusion was also to do with the search results. Why is this on top and why is this so low and whatnot, and algorithmic uncertainties. And just a reminder that Google, I think they had it ready, the technology to build generative AI products into their models at least 2 years ahead of OpenAI, but decided not to do it. And now they're having to play catch up, and I don't even think it's needed because look at OpenAI, what's going on there. I mean, yes, they're releasing these products, updates, and again, drama. So is it a good idea to play catch up with a company whose fate actually is not really clear? I mean, is it really that valuable company, OpenAI? Is it really producing safe AI products? And does Google want to earn a reputation of a company whose search pages now produce unreliable and maybe even dangerous information?
But it's not about the reputation; it's about the market share, and it's well known that the company
Is
who gets there
OpenAI
first,
really a threat to Google?
Well, if there would be no competitors, then yeah, it would be a threat, because that would be a market that it would just dominate in. And now many companies are trying to catch up.
Yeah, because if everybody has AI and you don't, then you're behind the times, surely. So
Yeah, I don't know. To me, Steve Jobs in 2011, I think, that's another generation, I guess. But he said that it just works. He used to say that, right? It just works. The reliability was the most important measure of any tech product or web product. And now it seems like we're kind of, well, yeah, these mistakes are made by AI overview and ChatGPT, and we're kind of fine with that.
it's good press, surely. Like,
Is it?
yeah,
Come
because
on.
it's like, it's a little bit fun, There's they're making mistakes, and they're getting talked about and all that kind of
I
stuff.
don't know. Look at. I wonder what the investors are thinking, though. I mean, look, like this is kind of showcasing that our technology is not really reliable yet. We'll try to fix it. It'll take time because fixing AI is pretty difficult.
But they fixed it.
Come on, they're fixing it one at a time.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time.
But what's the problem? Okay, so it hallucinates. Now we know that it hallucinates.
And
Maybe we learn to not take things for granted that we find online, finally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's now then no information source on the web
How come?
to find
Google is
reliable.
not a source. You don't tap into
Yeah, well,
overview
you know what
AI
you know what I
answers.
mean. You Google is like an intermediary, right, for reliable information. You still Google for stuff, and then you find stuff somewhere else.
Yes.
Yeah, but still, that's what good people do.
Why are you concerned about Google anyways? If they made a bad decision, so that's good for the rest of us, right? Because it's been dominating the publishing and many other markets for years. So maybe it's good if they take a little blow.
No, we love
Maybe,
Google.
yeah.
We love Google.
We love Google.
Yeah.
We love you, Google.
For reasons. But just to sum it up from my side, I would like Google to kill AI overview. Just like it did with the Gemini image generator. Paused officially in February, but it's still paused now. So I guess the Gemini case is a pretty good reminder that no fix for misbehaving AI is easy, especially when bias actually is the root of this misbehavior.
Yes, yeah, you said that. We love you, Google.
Yeah.
Please love us back.
Yes. No hate. You're absolutely exceptional.
No kill.
Please, no.
We are moving to the movie Atlas that just came out this Monday. And Kintras did watch it, Neve didn't.
Nope.
So
don't watch it. I mean, do if you want to spend your time in a empty way, because sometimes that's what people want, to just burn some brain cells, I guess. But it's a movie about AI and killer robots. That's what kind of hooked me in the first place, and I just wanted to see how does.
Don't lie, you wanted to see J-Lo.
You wanted to see her do her stuff.
Yeah, just see Jesus. But yeah, so $100 million was spent on this allegedly, and oh boy, it's pretty bad in a way that you don't really think that it's made by a human or written by a human scriptwriter. I generally had this idea that its dialogues maybe were written by ChatGPT or something, because they were terrible. But the premise is about a future world already having conquered an army of AI bots, generative AI bots, led by this AI terrorist Harlan. Somehow it was very easy for humans to beat this army of AI bots, which shouldn't be, because they're quite smart and might disable your weapons, I guess, and just turn off all the needed systems for modern warfare. But humans still won out. But then
because J-Lo, she had little magnet that she could kill every AI out there. It's so simple.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I just half of it, and then I fell asleep. I really liked
Riveting.
it so bad, and then obviously it teaches me that you can kill intelligent device with their analog devices.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, well, it's almost fun in a way, but I really dislike the idea that AI can be beaten so easily. Like we said,
But didn't we just prove that it's stupid? Like with the Google overview hallucinations and stuff, it's not actually that smart. Like
but
it is,
in that future world, so the AI robot, it manages to override its program, and it wants to make humanity extinct, essentially. So it's the future where those AI algorithms are smart and sentient, probably, to some extent.
Sentient. They're wearing these long coats like Morpheus from the Matrix trilogy, and they're like throwing out Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes like "I'll be back."
Sounds like trash.
It really is. But then again, like we were discussing the other day, does it mean that it's bad? I mean, for you, for any person, it's probably very bad. It can be so bad that it's good to watch and to laugh around about it. You know.
Nauseating for me.
No,
I don't
but
know.
it's. I mean, there's a lot of action there. Other planets, some space travel, some robots.
It's pretty nicely made. You can see what the $100 million went to, because the effects are quite nice, and J-Lo probably cost a lot of money as well.
She probably cost half the budget.
Yeah,
and that coat, I think it's pretty expensive. You know.
I just wish that camera wouldn't fixate on her so much. I just think her acting was terrible.
Why?
Even more terrible than the whole plot.
If you only saw half of it, you've missed the dialogues between this good AI bot called Smith.
Oh, I usually rewind dialogues in these movies. I just want the action. I don't want to.
So J-Lo or Atlas, this data scientist, is having this conversation with a good AI bot, Smith.
Smith.
Yeah, Agent Smith, again, another Matrix reference, I guess. But And the dialogue goes something like, "Do we all have souls?" "Yes, I do. What do you think I don't?" Smith says. I was like, okay, well, I
Profound.
wonder where this is going. And then something like, "No, you do not have a soul. You're programmed, and I'm not. I'm human." "We're all programmed. You're also programmed. DNA programs you." I was like, "Is this real or not?" Well, obviously, it's a fictional movie, but it's really cringe-worthy. Yeah.
I thought it.
And
was
this
a
accompanying music is sort of I've mentioned Matrix, Terminator, and the music is something close to being out of the Lord of the Rings movies, I
So
guess.
it's
So
like-
very inspiring and romantic kind of nothingness kind of music. I don't know. It's a thick vibe of crap, really, that's been around that movie. But, I've written in this review of this feature that Netflix still knows what it's doing. If you check Netflix's top 10 right now, it would be number one. Atlas movie would be number one in multiple countries, including the US and the UK. So they don't care what the critics or me and you and whoever separately say. A movie doesn't have to be loved by critics to be popular. That's that's common knowledge, right? So these blockbuster movies, they're quite shit, but they're watched by millions and they bring a lot of revenue to these companies that make them.
But also, even if we think that some ideas, some dialogues are trivial, we have to have in mind that AI now is reaching Hollywood. AI is becoming mainstream, and the more mainstream something is, the simpler the ideas have to be. And it might be funny for us, those dialogues, but then we've just released an article about a study that how many people still don't know what ChatGPT is, right? So
I envy them.
Oh, what a world they live
So
in.
it's not like AI. Yes, the topic, the science been there for decades, but in very niche circles. Only now when people like J-Lo start talking about this, general audience will hear because, celebrities are talking about that, and for them, it's just scary because, they alter my pictures. Now I look like really wrinkled or without wrinkles,
Her response
whatever.
was really funny to me. It's like,
Can you...
AI, I don't know if I have the actual, but she said something along the lines of it can be great, but I'm also scared of it. Or it
But
can
she also
be
said
bad.
that we should respect it.
Why?
But it's scary not because it can, make humanity extinct, but because it alters her pictures.
Be afraid.
I was with that study that
Respect.
you quoted, that 5 or 3 or 10% of people in various countries have heard of. Most people have heard it, but most people haven't used it.
Yeah.
And I was actually quite happy about the numbers because that kind of showed to me that the hype is real and it's probably an empty hype so far, and most people don't even need it so desperately. The
hype
ChatGPT
is real in my house.
Their bosses might need it though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So
But the
that's-
bosses
My boyfriend needs it.
the
He's
bosses might
constantly
be
talking to
replaced by
ChatGPT.
AIs as well. So
Okay. You
Be careful
shush,
what you
you
look
Stop.
talk about your boyfriend talking to ChatGPT all the
Yes,
time.
this is Hagitas. This is
is he
becoming.
gonna watch really?
I know. This is becoming a weird thing in my house. Well, for the past 2 nights, he's been casually talking to ChatGPT because he's like, "Oh, I love that I can talk to it and get a response. I get a response in Lithuanian.
Is he speaking to you or is he speaking to the chatbot?
He's speaking to me at this point in this part of the scene, and then to the chatbot, he's like asking it to sort our lives out, to mediate a debate that we had. He left a glass jar on the floor full of water, and I kicked it over, and I said, "Come and clean it up." And then he said, "Wait, let's ask ChatGPT to moderate this situation." And it said, "You should work together as a team to clean it up." And he was arguing
so
still
imaginative, yeah.
with this chatbot saying, "But no, I'm right.
Brother, ew.
Brother,
Gen Z it is, I guess.
shut up."
What would be your expression here?
In what?
And what would you say instead of brother, ew?
In case what happened? Sorry, I was listening because I just misheard the what happened. Water was spilled.
Yeah, so on the floor, there's a jar. Big old jar, because he drinks out of a pickle jar for some reason.
How big is it? Like 3 liters?
Huge.
It's
huge.
He's a
It's
massive
huge.
hipster.
It's
Jesus
actually a
Christ.
great vessel for water, but anyway, I digress.
Yes, you
And
do.
it was dark. I was doing my little Wordle, tippity tip tap, and then all of a sudden I kick this glass jar full of water. Water goes everywhere. And then I say to Gitas, my boyfriend, I say, you better clean it up because it's your fault. And
It's
then
his fault.
yes,
Well, he left the jar
he
there.
left the jar. I've told him profusely not to leave jars on the floor. And he decided to talk to ChatGPT about it instead of just going and cleaning it up. And then ChatGPT actually said, I know you think you're right, but to avoid conflict, just do it. And I was like, that's good advice.
Common sense.
That's good advice.
Did he do it in the end?
We did it together
Aw,
because
so
ChatGPT
sweet.
told us to. So I thought,
Tell you what, I should get ChatGPT just for these kinds of situations at home because I
don't know.
usually do things whether I mess up or my partner messes up. I usually clean things up. That's our arrangement. I'm okay. I like cleaning up. It's fine.
so no need for ChatGPT then.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll modify the ChatGPT.
Oh, yes.
So watch the movie or not. You don't gain or miss anything really. But in general, I'm still kind of okay with the fact that it's the concept of AI and killer robots or whatnot is being brought to the masses by Netflix because it's a thing to talk about and it's less of a fantasy than we think. Really, I think. I mean, yes, obviously it's fictional, and no sane AI bot would wear a Morpheus long coat.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How does it compare to Fallout?
Oh, well, Fallout is 100 times better.
Okay, watch a Fallout. Or listen to the podcast where we talk about Fallout.
Yeah. In what order?
Watch Fallout first
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
Why
yeah.
did you ask this question?
Because
Well, what comes out?
What does ChatGPT say to your
I
boyfriend
don't know,
about it?
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think maybe we don't have to take these big premises from the movie, but take small details like the Neuralink, right? The synchronization of human and robots. Some kind of collaboration. So it's
I think
not
they've done
fiction.
their research, and obviously the script was a bit more heavy. I think in the beginning, but then the people at Netflix probably got a look at it and said we have to make it a bit more like sensationalist or whatnot, more explosives and stuff like that, robots killing humans and vice
more
versa.
crash bang wallop.
Yeah. So let's introduce this Andromeda planet to the script as well, because you do that on Netflix, right? So you kind of you flatten it a bit, the script, whatever it is, unless we're going to this indie movie festivals or whatnot, which are cringy as shit as well. Yeah.
Sundance.
I presume 100 million people will watch this movie, and that means that there
100
will
million?
more.
Whoa.
I mean, they counted in hours, but due to people still using multiple people still using accounts of a single user worldwide, past restrictions or not, Ted Sarandos, the co-CEO of Netflix, said recently that they're catering basically to 650 million people around the world. So the selection must be quite varied, I think. And Atlas is one of the hits this year.
I won't be watching.
it's the point of whole art. It doesn't have to depict reality or be factually correct. Now I hate it so much because so many Netflix movies are based on a real story. Well, I don't want real stories. I can just observe people around me. I want some,
Drama.
imagination, drama. And there is some. J-Lo is running distressed quite a lot. There's some good drama, bad acting, but it's there.
I was confused to why she was chosen, but then I read an article that said her dance skills really helped when they were doing the choreography for the movie.
Choreography for the movie. She's inside a robot for most of the movie.
but the the mechanical elements. She was on a rig.
Okay.
whatever that means.
Well, she knows how to move her body.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. So maybe that's the only reason.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
She's still gonna make a lot of cash from this.
She already
did,
has.
yeah.
Good for her. Well,
Yeah.
we make a lot of cash, though. Neve, do you like your job?
Yes.
What you gonna do when you don't have it anymore and robot steals it?
Not if, but when.
But when?
See?
Maybe, play a little game.
What game?
Job simulator. And I personally love this concept because I don't know what it is about like the phenomena of people like after their jobs wanting to play games where they do a job. Because I play Animal Crossing on Nintendo Switch and you're just a little guy that's going around, picking up weeds and doing little jobs and maybe catching some fish and stuff like that. And I think that's really fun.
So this Job Simulator, a game very popular title, it's been there since I think 2016. It's essentially a game where you simulate your job, and there are like so many games like this where you pretend to work in a little cafe and you have to like service fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's quite popular, and the reason why we are talking about this now is that they are bringing it to Apple Vision Pro. And that's actually how they put it, that, if you are going to miss your job in the future, you can just put on your glasses and pretend to do it.
They know something
just
we don't.
with no pay, though. No pay.
Oh. See, that would be ideal. You play
That's
a little...
pointless then.
Do you not like fun?
No.
But
if
what
it's
will
a
you-
job simulator, it's not fun, is it?
Yeah, it is. I don't understand what it is about it, but there's something.
Have you tried it? Of course.
Yes, I have. Not Job Simulator, but I've played a version where you like play
Do different jobs.
little office job or something like that, and it's just like you do little tasks, little menial tasks, and it's just fun.
Yeah, and here it's also like you are supposed to do very seemingly mundane jobs, just like, make this cocktail for someone else or sit at the desk.
It's not like a long-term like game, I don't think. It's not like one of those ones that you get really, really invested in. I think it's a short but sweet little, I play this sometimes to unwind.
What's the point of it? I mean, is it just fun, or is it supposed to help people like realize what they want from life after they're fired or resigned?
No, I don't think so. Why?
Why would it?
Why?
Why the mission? It
You
has no mission.
bamboozled us.
It has no mission.
Well,
it just marketed like that. So if you're gonna miss your job when you have no job at all, you can, pretend to work.
Would you guys miss your job?
I would.
Yeah.
I would.
So I'd probably do something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Ginter is
Very
looks
skeptic.
disgusted.
No, I will be dependent on government payouts.
Yeah,
and,
but
and
so
do
you
something
get the
else with my
payout.
life.
Yeah.
You get the payout and you go play games, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not these types of games.
Well, what does it matter?
I'll
gonna
play
be
Farming Simulator.
That's
or
essentially
something.
the same
That's
thing.
the same.
But farming is something I never tried and I would like to. And just a job simulator? Nah. Or can you simulate farming in that game?
I don't think so.
I think the catch here is that it's called Job Simulator. It's not like, I go work in a little farm.
Yeah.
Which is also some games, they are
It's
work.
it's
I
work as
remember when Facebook went mainstream, I was playing Farmville
Oh, I
for
love
quite a long time, and
Farmville.
it would be like real intense because if you sow like, let's say, strawberries, they grow in 3 hours, and then you have to harvest them in like next half an hour, or they
Crops go
rot.
bad,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then you have to like log in, and it would feel like work.
Yeah. And there are loads of games that feel like work, like you said. Like Fallout, for example, felt like work when I was playing it because it's like, okay, here we go again.
Can I read the quote? Because I
Yes.
love it. Players can relive the glory days of work by simulating the ins and outs of being a gourmet chef, an office worker, a convenience store clerk, and more.
Woo!
The glory
Kill me
days
now.
of being a clerk.
The glory days of being a little corporate drone.
But I think people love to work. No, I love to come to the office not for work, but also for the experience of human beings.
Yeah. People play foosball. They form these little collectives where they can swear and tell each other off all the time.
Not happen here.
Yeah, no.
I'm not saying about this. This is a perfectly tolerant and respectful environment, obviously, but their offices there like that, and it's nice. I envy them.
Not only will you be able to simulate your job in the future as an office clerk, you will be able to simulate your vacation as well.
Now this I don't understand, because right, okay, my logic.
Can I just keep sighing all the time?
Yes, you do that anyway. So I ask.
I am not concerned, but I'm confused by this because
Of course.
to have a vacation in my brain, aren't you meant to have a job? Because isn't your whole life like a vacation?
Maybe
But
you
does it
just
say
live
that
in
you-
trash apartment and maybe you need little vacation, from that.
I tell you what, you have a job simulator, you simulate your job for free, and then you have a vacation for free.
And you've got the Apple Vision Pro and you never take it off.
Yeah.
And it's just a cycle
And you're just
of
in the basement in shackles somewhere.
Yeah, just hook me to the IV and I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm having the best days of my life.
I got to work. Oh, a week passes, a little vacation. Oh, very nice.
And it's,
oh,
And
You
then
can-
you
you can-
simulate it, you say, I'm feeling very badly today.
I'm feeling
I'm
sick.
day
Go
off
on
today.
vacation.
And you can also fast forward it, so you don't need to go for 2 weeks on vacation. You can just do it in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if you would go to live in San Francisco, you would actually have to live in some small pod.
Or
Yeah.
New York or something.
Yeah, so easy.
Some little, yeah.
Easy solution, just play games.
Just
and
escapism at its finest. Like pure escapism.
So you wouldn't go.
No, I would try
little
it. I
fake
would try it,
vacation.
of course. Of course I would try it.
So you try the vacation, but not the work interest.
Have you ever seen on X or somewhere where these little stories of how a person has asked ChatGPT to help him get richer with $100? Like, where should I invest $100 in order to make money out of that? And ChatGPT walks you like through, the scheme of how where to put that money so that the package would grow. So maybe while you're having the simulated job or the simulated vacation, AI is taking care of that $100 for you, and you're actually making money while doing the simulations.
But where you get the money if you don't have a job?
It doesn't matter.
Steal it, I don't know.
There will be, if AI is to replace our jobs, I bet that the whole system of how we work and our leisure time will be totally
Different, yeah.
Yeah.
Or we might be homeless people, with nowhere to plug in the Apple Vision Pro. And we are doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Nowhere to run.
Your working day on Apple Vision Pro is only 2 hours because that's how long the battery lasts.
Well, it'll get better, but I know
Yeah,
now
so
the
far-
future doesn't look that bright.
And long.
But maybe it does look bright for Kanye
Oh.
West and his Yeezy Cybertruck,
Oh.
which never was.
Which never was.
Neve, tell us
Okay.
a little bit more about it.
So, I saw a little Yeezy Cybertruck situation on X. I think it was X.
Have we not talked about it?
No, we talked about the...
Cybertruck was still mentioned.
Yeah, but this is a different thing.
Oh, okay.
Cybertrucks every week, basically.
Oh,
we
are
love
obsessed.
Cybertrucks.
Yes.
Yeah, so basically what happened is I saw this little thing on X and it says Kanye West's new Cybertruck design. There's only like 3 made in the US and it like retails for like 1.1 million or something like that. And me being
it's
this...
a customized Tesla car, allegedly.
Yeah, but I think it was reported as if Kanye West is coming out with his own line of cars.
Yeah, but it said that it was Tesla customized. So he took Tesla Cybertruck as the base, as far as I understand, and then, customized it into this pyramid-shaped weird vehicle,
Yeah,
which is seen driving from his garage in the viral videos that were on TikTok.
but they're not real.
They are fake.
I thought for a split second, I was like, oh, okay. what are you doing now, Mr. Ye? But then, you know, being the sucker that I am, I realized that, oh no, I'm a loser. What else can we say about it?
We don't have to.
No, I think it's cool. I think if we did have a Yeezy mobile, then it would only play Kanye West songs. And if you didn't wear Kanye West shoes and his like clothing with Balenciaga, then you'd just be ejected from the vehicle immediately. That's what I think.
I think it's, we choose and we go through, Cybertruck topics to essentially make fun, but I think it's really important that we talk about this because if you would go on TikTok, there are a lot of like viral videos on Tesla cars. One of them is, in the highway, someone is filming a self-driving Tesla and the woman is sound asleep, just doing this, and it's dangerous because as we learned recently, right, a guy was nearly escaped, an accident because his Tesla tried to drive him straight into the train,
yeah.
right? So I think it's important because this technology, we rely on it too much and we trust it too much. So, why not talk about it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's also the personality of Elon Musk, I think, also important when people are talking about products of Tesla and his other companies, because they're usually highly overvalued, pretty unreliable, and when you add all that up and also add together with the new Wall Street Journal article to that Donald Trump is thinking of making Elon Musk his advisor if he gets elected in November.
Oh, no.
That would be a crazy world. I mean, it would be probably fun in a way, but also to read Elon Musk's like posts and replies on X now is just hilarious sometimes, or you're not taking it too seriously. But then when his ideas are kind of officialized in the White House.
But even
that would be
even when they are not, I mean, he has a say when it comes to like the world events, whatever. We quote them. Every other media outlet quotes him, and he's producing cars. He's producing stuff. So
but some of his ideas, I'm talking about more about his views on social issues.
Yeah, whatever.
It's not whatever. I mean, he's saying like, oh, I hate this woke theories, and some people can be really hurt by his ideas turned policy. So
how do they manifest in the cars? I don't know.
It's me.
But I can tell you what the car is actually. It's not the Yeezy mobile. It's a concept designed.
So it's a real concept.
Yeah, it's a real concept.
So it's not that fake then.
No. So the supposed Yeezy mobile is known as the Los Res car, and it's Los Res car. And it is a concept vehicle commissioned by Dutch architect and founder of the United Nude shoe company, Rem de Koolhaas. Rem de Koolhaas.
Okay.
Says the Drive. The car was allegedly worth $1.2 million, and there have been 3 made in the US, apparently. One sold at an auction for, I think, $100,000, even though, So, yeah, it's a real thing. But people have just looked at Kanye West and thought, oh, this is something that he'd create.
So that's one of the problems why people fall for it, because it has little truth.
There's a shred of truth in there. And I call it the anti-Semites' answer to the Batmobile. That's what I call it. Because obviously Kanye
West... That's the best joke I've ever heard from you, Neve.
Woo! I don't know if I should be offended by that. I spent hours over that.
I think you are very different people, guys.
Yes.
Let's say our goodbyes now.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Thank you for tuning in. Find us on Spotify and YouTube as well. Bye.
Bye.